Hello, Mrs. Elvers is back. I'm going to read a book to you today that's called Giraffes Can't Dance. I am so excited to read this book to you. It's the first time I have read this book and I really liked it. It's about a giraffe and his name is Gerald. And Gerald realizes that he is different than the other animals and that he cannot quite do what they can do. And they actually might be a little bit better than him. And he really doesn't feel like he belongs. Have you ever felt like that? I want you to listen to the story and I want you to realize that, you know what? Everybody's different and everybody does things differently and it's okay. So really watch how Gerald handles it when he's just a little bit different than everybody else. Here we go. Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andrade and Guy Parker Reese. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Jungle dance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced the tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool." "Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so bad before, so sad and all alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leaped up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, It's a miracle! You must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find the music that we love. I really like this story about Gerald the giraffe. At first, he believed he couldn't dance, and others made fun of him. But then he realized, maybe I can dance. The cricket, his friend, led him to believe that maybe you can dance. Maybe there's a different song for you. Maybe you're better at something else. And he believed in himself and he realized, I can dance. Maybe it looks different than the way others dance, but I can dance. And you know what? There are people who can do things better than us. But guess what? We have things we can do better than others. It's okay if people are different than us. It's okay if someone's better at something, because I'm sure there's something that you're better at. So what Gerald did was he did the best that he could, and it was absolutely perfect for him. And others realized that too. So it is okay if people and your friends are a little bit different than you. You have things that you're very good at that they might struggle with. And so remember that just because they do something different or because you might do something differently doesn't mean someone is better than somebody else. So don't forget what Gerald teaches us in this story is that just try. Just give it your best. Always give your best, and that's going to be enough. Bye, guys. Till next time.